Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest fellow Cancers. This is our Venus in Cancer reading. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that I will be using the Casanova Tarot, which does have adult artwork images. So if that's not your thing or you're under 18, you guys can skip ahead to another video. For those of you who wish to stay, a little background about Venus in Cancer. This is a time when we treat our lovers with sympathy and tenderness, providing them with the emotional nurturing they need. Love and devotion are really important to us, and we seek deep love where we can merge our souls and personalities with our lovers, which can be quite intense. We're devoted and we seek familiarity, but we can be on the shadow side possessive, manipulative, and stifling when Venus is in Cancer. We might fear rejection at a deep level, and so we might be really cautious when we're offering our hearts as a result. Okay, so sort of like this timid approach to love as well. In Venus in Cancer, we're going to have our ups and downs in love, but we'll definitely feel tender, romantic, and attached at this time. All right, so get ready to get into your feels, my dear Cancers. Okay, so just as a reminder, if you guys like the decks that I'm using, you can check them out in the description box down below, along with other ways to support this channel, if you choose to do so. All right, so let's go ahead and pull an overall message. What's going on between you and your love? You can be in union, you can be in separation, you could be waiting for this love. Let's see what the main issue is between you guys, or the main issue in your love life. Look at that. All right, some of you guys might differ very much so from your soulmate. They could be foreign, they could be in a different country, they could be of a different religion or different cultural tradition, or different from what you normally, who you normally would go for. So this card is about belief and about faith. Faith must be enforced by reason. When faith becomes blind, it dies. That's a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. The concept of this card is similar to those presented in the faith cards of many tarot decks. A selection of religious symbolism represents a gamut of beliefs. The irony of this common denominator is tragic. With so much suffering inflicted in their name, religions have much to answer for. The blindfold can represent the blind faith such religions demand from their followers, but also the blindness often shown towards the beliefs of others. All this is set against the backdrop of Darwinian evolution shown in the red below the various golden symbols. An ironic contradiction that represents the common denominator of humanity is shared by all religions and adds a question mark to them all. So while reading this message for you, Cancer, I got a few downloads, intuitive hits. Some of you are with somebody who is very different from you, either religion, race, somebody who's at a distance, somebody who's just not as traditional as you are maybe, or vice versa. But I also am picking up here, even though the card is against blind faith and following something just for the sake of following it, I am getting that some of you guys are trusting this union, or that this union is going to happen. And as the faith card, it conjures up images of the Hierophant card as being a very important contract or marriage. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot to get some additional information. So let's go ahead and take a look at person A. How is person A represented here in my dear Cancers? For my dear Cancers. So this can be your energy or their energy. All right, and feel free to switch the energies if I'm picking up on. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Cancer, so some of you might have Earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Some of you guys are at a crossroads. You might be trying to make a decision about this commitment. Some of you may be juggling two people as well. This is about going out. This is about having fun. Okay, this is about commitment. So person A in my Cancer reading might not quite be ready for a commitment. Or they're making that decision. They're trying to decide, okay, who am I going to focus on? Because some of you might be trying to decide between two people. But it could also be deciding whether or not you're going to focus more on love than your work or your friends. Okay? Where are you going to put and place your focus? And is it such a big deal that if you guys are different, if you differ from your soulmate? Can you blend two religions, two faiths, two traditions? Person B, you are the Three of Cups, happy, excited, celebrating. This is reunion. So I definitely feel like even if you guys are at a distance from each other, that that person B is ready for this marriage, excited about it. Person A might still be having to decide where they want to place their focus. Okay, Spirit's advice for this union. Eight of Pentacles. Stay present. Focus on the journey, not on the destination. So for some of you, for person A, for example, might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed at the need to make a choice right now. But because I feel like you guys might be at a distance, you might not be in union, or maybe you don't have to decide to take this relationship to the next level just yet. Okay, focus on yourself. Focus on what it is that you need to work on. Really come in, like work with your higher self to prioritize, okay? Because the Eight of Pentacles, this is about longevity. This is about putting in the work. This is about long conversations. So the need for heart-to-heart conversations about your faith, about your beliefs, where you want this to go, how you each are feeling. But person B is just so stoked, so happy, can't wait for this reunion. I'm not saying person A doesn't match that energy, but they're still juggling something. They still need to make a decision, or maybe they need to take action. So it's really important that you really focus on the details here. Focus on the journey. Maybe not necessarily, some of you might have set a wedding date and that might have been pushed off because of the pandemic. That's okay. It's all going to happen within divine timing. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, person A is still really focused on their coin. They're focused on their stability. I feel like they're also focused on what others may think, especially I got the idea of, bringing children into different faiths. If you guys are thinking about having children, the need to really discuss, how are they going to be raised? Will it be a pluralistic household? Which is like, will it be, a combination of of religions, of faiths, of cultures, or will there be one way that is taking precedence? I feel like person A, with all of this sort of earth energy, might be getting stuck in this over-analysis energy, whereas person B is like, let's just enjoy our love. Let's just go with this. Let's just make love. Let's just be happy. The details will fall into place. Okay, but Spirit is saying there is a real need here for heart-to-heart conversations. Person A, I feel like here is also a lot more grounded in the 3D, a lot more focus on how are we going to make this work? What are, let's look at the finances. What jobs are we going to do? How are we going to pay for the wedding? How are we going to, like really focusing on those types of details, which is good, but person B is just focused on the love. And I think there's a really healthy balance that can be struck between the two of you. All right, and then you get the Four of Cups. Look at that. So we have, look at this. This is 8, and then we have 4 and 4. 44 is the master builder number. This is perseverance. This is stability. Again, if you take a look at these two people in the Four of Cups, they're having this very heart-to-heart conversation. This Four of Cups I'm going to read intuitively. So it's not going to be a traditional reading of the Four of Cups, which can be discontent. It can be boredom. I don't pick up on this at all. I'm picking up on this person B. This is this Cancer energy, this water energy. Person A here is definitely has earth in their chart, or is exhibiting these qualities of doing things step by step, maybe being a little bit more rigid, a little bit more focused on the how we're going to get there. And person B is just enjoying the love and the intimacy between the two of you. There is a definite need here for heart-to-heart conversations, talking about wants and needs, desires. Are we going to have children? Are we not going to have children? For some of you, you might be past that point. You know, where are we going to live? Do I have to give up my apartment? Do I have to give up my home? Okay, so interesting energies coming through there, you guys. Now, I'm going to pull a, whoops, and here we go. This is a healing energy card, self-love. 24 breaking down to 6. So some of the issues that you guys might be coming up with, or coming up against here, are going to be about self-love. I feel like person A might be focused more on the material things because it gives them a sense of control. They're setting their boundaries because this is what they need. Person B is much more emotional, much more intimate, much more emotionally open and ready for this. And person A is like, but in order for me to feel safe and to feel comfortable, I need these details worked out. I need a schedule. I need a plan. I need to focus on my coin. I need to make sure that we have enough. And person B is like, we are enough together. So I feel like this is a beautiful, 24 breaks down to a 6, which is Venusian energy, which is Venus is all about money and it's about love. So I do see this as a beautiful combination, but also remembering the importance of striking this balance because these are two very different personalities coming through here, Cancer. All right, so you do differ from your soulmate in a number of ways. All right, this could be if you're with this person, if you guys are coming into union, if you're in separation, or if you don't know this person yet. Okay, but there's stability here. I see this being marriage. I see this being very long term. And I see that both of your strengths and your weaknesses will complement each other. I say this often, but water and earth together create a very fertile environment. Okay? Too much water will create mud. Too much earth will dry up that passion and that emotion that we get with this water. So I see this as a very positive reading for you guys. All right, so you guys get heart-to-heart conversations. I knew this was going to come out. Absolutely. Heart-to-heart conversations. We see this happening in the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. And I see that that's a lot. That's the basis for your love and for your stability, is really working on your friendship, on that dialogue between each other. I like this. I don't like this. I want this. I need this. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is making an effort to find this common ground, to discuss your feelings, to share, to love, to make each other feel loved. And then we get keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Absolutely. I'm smiling such a huge smile because I didn't know that card was going to come out, but it did. And I knew it would. All right, so look at this. I've got emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perceptions and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Yeah, so some of you guys might have had an argument. Some of you might feel like your faith or your beliefs or your culture was attacked, but that's not really what happened. This is a distortion. Okay, and some of you might be having a hard time reconciling the differences, and you might be thinking, oh, this will never work. Okay, especially if you're thinking about bringing children into the world together. But for others of you, maybe you're past that point. Okay, maybe you already have children, all right? And you're just, you have to let go of resentment and distortions that come from, either, conversations and issues you've had with this person in particular, or that come from past relationships and experiences. All right? Cancer, and you get new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Yeah, look at that. So you guys, for many of you, this is you're getting a new lease on, on love here. And some of you may be together already. You may already be in union, and this is the beginning of a new cycle. All right. And then you get only time will tell. So you don't need all of the answers right now, Cancer. Okay, and there is free will. Okay, so it's really important that you have these heart-to-heart conversations, that you make the effort, that you meet each other halfway, and you really keep in mind, especially if your signs came up here, if you are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I know you guys are listening to the Cancer reading, so there's definite water in your chart, or you're consulting about a Cancer, but you might have other water placements as well. There are some major differences. Again, some of you guys, it's about where are you going to live? Where are you going to meet each other? What are you going to do? Who has to give up their career? Who has to, that sort of thing. But again, there's a lot of love here. And this is a very great love. And there's this possibility for this new adventure. So self-love is also all about opening yourself up to love and to receive love, because I see that that's what wants to happen here. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.